Welcome back to the game, Kate Walker. We are here to do things, Kate Walker. That involve lots of hard stuff that I will not do myself, Kate Walker, said Oscar the engineer. Alright, so welcome to Barrackstadt. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do not care if I'm wrong or right. We'll hear it soon enough.
I don't need that for the time being.
Dang it, Kate! You're gonna want that later, but Kate won't take it. I was trying to be smart, but Kate's like, no, you can't be smart.
Where are we, Oscar?
At the halls of residence of Barrackstadt University.
And do we really have to stop here?
The situation is incompatible with the pursuit of our journey.
What are you waiting for, then? Wind them up. Find a way. There must be some sort of train-winding thing just laying around in this weirdo station.
I have seen nothing that fits that description, Kate Walker.
I guess we'd better find out, then.
I do not like this station. The atmospheric humidity is detrimental to my sophisticated wheel workings. I will wait for you inside the train.
Wimp.
Indeed. Oh, we actually have to talk. Shoot. I did not think we could do that. Alrighty. I guess we don't have to talk. Good.
Oscar? See you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
Alright, so now we can do that. Let's go this way, and not that way like I did the first time, because that way is the long way. And welcome to new music now. Cue the new music thing. Alright, so there's several areas. I'm trying to remember where first dude to talk to is. I think it's down here. I could be wrong. Lots of stairs in this area, so Kate's gonna be ever so slowly walking up and down them. Get used to it. Ah, here we go.
Hello.
You're on my train, I see.
Yes, I've come from Valladolid.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world. Studying zoology and botany, paleontology and all that stuff. This was a great university.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today? Well,
Alright, let's talk.
You don't know where I might find equipment to wind up my train springs, do you?
not in this station, that's for sure. And I would know. You might want to try near the wall. So, thinking of staying for long, miss?
No. I mean, I don't know, actually. 1 or 2 days tops. You see, I've got to wind my train back up so that I can continue my journey.
It's just, if you stay here too long, I might get in trouble. The train should stop and leave again. That's the rule. Besides, your machine's disturbing the birds.
Maybe you could take me up to this wall? If there were 2 of us, we could find what I need to wind up my train even quicker.
Miss, forgive me, I gotta stick by the rules. You know, I have to man the station. I don't want to get into trouble with my superiors at the university. You understand?
I guess I understand.
All these birds in a station. It's amazing.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Barrackstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I am not exactly your typical station master either. This little world is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Whoa!
It wasn't a good idea?
A nightmare! You know, cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other species, right? Now, what's more, they also push the host's eggs out of the nest so that they receive all the mother's attention, right? Accursed cuckoos. Nightmare.
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on rails in the air. It passes through and it swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months back and I still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
Worst thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store, big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
That's all for this dude.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
What? Thank you. Alright, so let's take this. It's a hook, I believe. Yep, there it is. And now we can leave. Whee! You can go over there if you wanted to. You can see what the door is. It's closed. But I don't want to go over there. At least not yet. Because at least I had to climb over that giant thing. And again, I'll get over it eventually, so, you know, maybe we'll do it soon. Alright, so let's see what we got over this way. Chew birds. Don't bother us. Did you have to design stairs here? Apparently. Can it just be a drop down? Nope. Alright, now kids, it's gonna take your time walking. Look at all those awful dorms. Glad I'm not going to college here.
That thing looks like the winding machine I used in the Valladolid station. I've got to find a way of getting the train up here.
Yes, we will. And if memory serves, there's no reason to continue. Want to see that? Yeah, we don't have to go that way. Good, because that's so... Just in case to see... Oh, that's a contraption. We can use that for stuff. Alright, now let's go over here. Once Kate gets there. Silly stairs.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker! Come over here, please! I have something to say to you!
Then you can go back inside, I guess. Alright, let's go in. After Kate climbs it very slow. In we go. Oh, she even goes into her place.
Yes, Oscar? What is it?
A message has arrived for you.
A message?
You have been summoned to see the rectors. They are the highest authority at the university. They want to talk to you.
Talk to me?
Yes, to the person responsible for the train.
So, I'm in charge now. Sure, okay. But why would these gentlemen want to see me at all?
They do not say why, just that it's very important.
Aren't you helpful? Alright, we'll go see it, but we will dally, because I am in no hurry to go see the rectors, so we'll walk this way. And go see that there's a bunch of pesky birds right here. Hello, pesky birds. Will you let us past? Nope. So we have to find a way to get rid of them pesky birds. Oh, I didn't mention this yet, but today is the first episode of a brand new microphone, so if it's sounding weird, it's not because I'm sick, it's because we're using a new microphone. So there you have it. Although I might be a little under the weather, I kind of have a sniffle today. I don't know why. Anyway, so we just see this giant door right here, in case we all like,
I can't go that way.
oh no, big trouble, big problems, because we can't go that way. Well, we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go see the rectors. The rectors are at the university, naturally. Since we gotta climb this big thing. Get there. suppose the reason I might be a little sniffly is I could be nervous. There's a oral exam I have to take, and I'm so not ready for it, because, well, let's not talk about that. We'll talk about more pleasant items. Besides, it's not like this is going to matter when you're watching this anyway. I'll have either passed or failed. I'm most likely going to pass though, because I've faked it before, and I'll fake it again. It's not that hard, really. It's just like the actual class where you talk about stuff. The only difference is I don't know really what the topics are, so, oh well. I have a general idea, but, sometimes general ideas aren't enough. I don't know why I'm ranting this on you. It sounds like your encouragement would help, because, it's, gonna be long over. Especially if you're seeing this in, like, 2 years or something. Alright, what have we here?
This thing's jammed.
And, you put something there. It's not the hook. It's the only thing we have. Come on, thank you. And get off this thing, because that was a waste. Although, we'll deal with that later. Let's go inside. Do not bother with that guy. Trust me on that. Oh my gosh, Kate. And here we are inside the university. Rectors are this way, as well as the library. This way. Let's see what's this way. Oh, there's Professor Dude. Let's talk to Professor Dude.
Excuse me. Sir? Please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
We came here a bit early, but we could talk to him about Hans.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans. At the time, we were both students. Well, sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the university.
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear. Hans was above all questions of money and business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mount. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home. The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mouth, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent the story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
And yeah, there's another thing we can talk about,
I'll
but it's
leave
not
you
on
in
the list
peace.
yet.
I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Not at all. Alright, so now let's go. I guess we should have seen the rectors first, because that will save a little time. Then we gotta come back to that dude. But oh well. You know, can't do everything right the first try. Even though I know what I'm doing. Let's go in here, because rectors are that way, but library is this way. And what a library it is. Check it out. Yes, there's a bunch of people here doing nothing. Don't bother talking to them, they won't want to. We're stealing books now. Alright, so this is the book about cuckoos. What they do. Now you know. Once the animation finishes, we will climb these stairs. And if memory serves, there's one more book up here we can take. I hope we can take it now, because that'd be helpful. Let's see here. It's not here. It's a... Kate, move, please. Thank you. Let's see here. Hopefully this will trigger the ladder moving. There we go. Up the ladder Kate goes. And... boom. I love that detailed little book falling over. And this book. It's about those people. That tribe that the professor dude was talking about. And Kate speeds back down the ladder. So those books are what we need. Oh, if you want to read those books again, just go to the reference tab and they'll have all the reference notes you've collected so far. All the books and all that. Very helpful. Now, time to go see the rectors. Hopefully they won't take too long, because we're down to the... believe it or not, we're down to the last 10 minutes of the episode already. My, how time flies. Alright, let's see what we gotta do here. Climb the stairs. And these are the rectors. Just you wait till we get to talking to them.
Good day to you, gentlemen.
Tell me, young lady, to what do we owe this pleasure?
Please do be brief. We do not have very much time on our hands.
As rectors of this university, we have serious matters to attend to and our time is precious.
I have heard you wish to meet the owner of the train that is currently in your station. May I know the reason for your summons?
We are surprised that your train has not yet left, miss. The situation is most regrettable.
The rules do clearly state that trains are meant to come and go and not remain stationary at a platform.
Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. That is the rule.
We agree then, dear colleagues, that what we're dealing with is deviant behavior.
This matter really is cause for concern.
It's a clockwork train, you see? So it needs winding up again. Unfortunately, there is no equipment in the station to do this.
A clockwork train? That's strange.
How very quaint. You mean it's some sort of mechanical toy?
You are causing a hindrance to us, miss.
I am very hopeful that I will find what I need along the wall.
The wall?
Miss, that really is not a suitable place for you to go.
Especially for a young lady.
You see, miss, we freely admit that every day we praise the existence of that particular edifice. We owe the integrity of our dear university and the fine education it provides to the wall.
It protects us from harm and invasion from the unknown.
May God protect us from what is beyond those ramparts, miss. Please believe me.
I don't have any choice. I must continue my journey.
Such a decision is a correct one since it's in line with regulations.
Thus, your train will indeed be able to leave.
And consequently cease to obstruct our station.
Alright, you are very nice. Hang on a minute. Oh, we didn't go talk to those people. Oh, now I gotta go find them. And I lost my place. Rector, there we go. Can we... Did I mess up again? Wow, we can talk to him about Hans at least.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you by chance?
Ah, one of the brightest, most idealistic intellects to have graced our university. Hans Vorarlberg. I remember speaking to him once. I was still a student at the time. He just stared at me, lost in thought for a while. He scarcely ever said a word. But how can one forget him?
Idealistic? I'll grant you that. But bright? Oh, don't go too far. He was completely incapable of passing any exams. All he ever did was to sit in on lessons, and not many of them either. Paleontology, mainly. He had an unhealthy passion for mammoths, which matched the state of his intellect perfectly. That is to say, prehistoric.
Prehistoric? How dare you? A little far-fetched, maybe. But he did have flashes of intellectual brilliance, comprehensible only to high-minded scholars who hold no score by appearances. My dear colleague, your hasty conclusions are somewhat cavalier.
My assessment is wholly accurate. The boy was a little odd. You must concur if my father, who was rector of the university at the time, had not shown great indulgence towards him. Hans Vorarlberg would have never attended this establishment.
What about the bandstand, then? Is that the work of a deranged mind? Even after all these years, you are still jealous of it.
My dear colleagues, I beseech you, let's show some decorum. We have a visitor. What do you want with Hans Vorarlberg, miss? Are you a member of his family?
No, not at all. I'm looking for him to clear up an inheritance matter. Is he still here?
What? Here? At the university? No, not at all. He left a long time ago. Yes, a very long time ago. The very year I was nominated to this position, in fact. Almost 50 years ago already.
The poor soul moved on once he learned all he needed to know about mammoths.
Ah, this establishment was never quite the same after his departure, it must be said.
You mean to say it was never as bad? All that oddball brought to this university was his misplaced fantasies.
Gentlemen, let's try to retain the calm and level-headedness that befits our position.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, we can't talk about this
Here
next
we are,
topic.
busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Didn't I
Thank
just
you
say
for a
that?
charming visit, miss.
And thank you, gentlemen.
Yep, we gotta come back to them, because, well, there's two things we need to figure out, but, apparently I forgot to go see two people. Two very lovely, slightly annoying people. So let us go grab them real quickly. Unfortunately for us, they are all the way back at the train station, which means we've got to go for a little walk. So let's walk to the train station. Oh!
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Bergstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
We will, Mr. Marson. I forgot we got talked. Hey, at least it was him and not Dan. Down the giant stairs. And, let's see, I think this way will do it. I hope so, at least. Oh, how far that is. This is when you realize that third person, this is a major drawback to playing third person adventure games. Because when you click in first person ones, you can move a lot faster. Anyway, we gotta meet these two people.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Yes, we do. Oh, shoot. We want to say them. We want to help. We want help. Help us!
I have a little problem with my train. It's kind of broken. I've absolutely got to get it out of the station. Do you think you could tow it over to the wall with your barge?
Lock closed. Barge block.
But if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Por qué no? More money for that work.
Da, it's possible. My husband say we help you if you give money.
Right. And how much do you want?
Cinquante.
He want $150.
$150? I don't have that much.
No money, no barge.
Let me offer you $75.
Nay, $125.
Out of the question. $100 and not a dime more.
Correct. You have barge for $100.
Great. Now, don't move. I'll be back as quick as possible with the money.
Alright, so.
I'll leave you to it. I won't disturb you again.
Do svidania.
My husband says that is all for this episode. My husband also... I shouldn't say that because that implies certain things that must not be discussed. Haha. See you guys next time.